All right. Um, yeah, this is a Patreon request from Troy. I don't know nothing about this group. The Living End West. No, The Living End West End Riot. Live, loud, local. But I don't know this band. Um, yeah, so I don't really know what we're in store for here. But yeah, let's go. Do you know, I was going to say, with the double bass, you tend to think it's going to be country or, do you know what I mean? That kind of music. I don't think it's going to be. Let's go.
From the east side, never really fitted with the rest. Every week they would meet in the street with their friends. With the guns that they made and the cops that they stole, they would fight to their death. This time we'll have victory. Last time
This fire.
defeat our town becomes a battleground. Hey! Battleground, hey! Battleground.
Hold on, I'll go back a little bit. First off, the rocking double bass. I've never seen someone actually rock with a double bass. I've seen double bass be pulled out in, do you know what I mean? A few of the people that I've watched on the channel. Never. He literally went, meow, do you know what I mean? Like you would electric guitar, like. But the tune itself is mad. Like until it got to that bit there, like where you're kind of like, okay, now I like. But it took 2 minutes to get to the actual full progression, and it's going to change again. But that was like the first bit of a roller coaster, like just building you up, and then next thing you know, do you know what I mean? You're on the other side of that.
Listen up, boys, you better not cry this time. I'm on the street that you think you recognize. Young kid never looked so bad since he was only 5 foot high. 6 o'clock running home, I don't wanna be late. Another Saturday of sun and war, shed without mates. This time we'll have victory. Last time, and in defeat, our town becomes a battleground. Hey, battleground, hey, battleground. West End Riot, West End Riot. We'll There's a man from the east who now runs the whole company. On their own, not like the kids they used to be. Saturdays of sun and war are just fine.
That was fucking mental. That was mental. That was like, that was some performance. That's some tune as well. That's an insanely complex tune. But also, like, it gave me punk vibes. But I'd say, like, I used to have an album. It was a compilation album, the Teenage Kicks album, and it started with the Undertones. But they seemed like they would fit in on that album, which I think is all like Mirror in the Bathroom. Yeah, a Clash tune on there, Rock the Casbah probably. My Perfect Cousin and Making Plans for Nigel, like all that kind of sound. They sound like they could have fit nicely into that era. But I find that their lyrics were a bit more, do you know what I mean? More like the later bands, like your Arctic Monkeys. The lyrics was a bit more advanced, I'd say, or a bit more developed than that kind of punk, just real basic punk. Maybe the Clash would be the nearest band I could think of, because the Clash obviously were proper punk, but they kind of didn't stick to that and developed, and probably had of the UK punk bands, probably developed the most kind of diverse sound in punk from the UK world at least. But I thought that was fire. Like, he on the guitar, and for a 3-piece as well, to make that kind of sound was very impressive. But the guitar players fight, like, to be honest, the whole thing was just madness. It was constructed chaos. That's the best way I can, because it wasn't like Frank Zappa, where it just, like, it's like his song just kind of falls apart and then comes back into the next track, if you know what I mean. But it was very structured, but it was so chaotic. Like, yeah, I thought that was fire. Fire, definitely. There's one thing you can say about that: it was not boring. I mean, you couldn't rest in that tune for 2 seconds before it was switching and changing and going down and up, and do you know what I mean? It was, yeah. That's how you do a song. To be fair, that is how you do. That was, yeah, that was amazing. That was an amazing performance. And actually, as a guitar player too, like him, it sounds like from that bit at the end that he did, It sounds like he could have been, but there was a little bit of a metal vibe, but there was a bit of a punk. There was a little bit of everything in that, but it didn't sound like anything either. They definitely have their like a sound to this band. I thought that was amazing. I thought that was an amazing performance. Started off with the double bass. I mean, rocking double bass. That was just good. That was just yeah. That got me, to be honest. I was a fan from that, but the song itself was fire, and the performance. Like, I hope it isn't one of them cases of where like, because you do get it. Bruce Coburn. Uh, his If I Had a Rocket Launcher, I reacted to that, but a live version with him and a guitar. And actually, to be fair, I now kind of like the actual studio version, but it took me a while because I knew it as him and an acoustic guitar, and then it's got like the produced version is nothing really like that. But I've kind of grown into that. But I hope it's not the same with this. I hope that it sounds exactly like that performance when I listen again, because that was fire. That was a great tune. Great tune. Just yeah, yeah. Very intriguing too. Very interesting. Like I say, like even if like even if you're gonna sit there and say you don't like the song, or if you don't like that style of music, you cannot be bored watching that. Do you know what I mean? That was just like I say, it didn't give you chance enough. But yeah, I thought that was fire. I thought that was a fire performance and song, to be honest. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.